Watson!
You get that silly! Hot water!
Give us hot water! We have rights too! Fix the building, Watson! Fix the building! Fix the building! How violent!
How many people are you expecting?
Everybody should be here.
Nobody else come yet?
Who'd you invite, Bill?
Hi, you're not coming, really.
Well, I invited everybody. Bob's
Bill,
out of
how come
town,
you're having
but,
this meeting?
No, I talked to Emily and Jean, and they're not coming. I know that
No?
for sure.
People don't want to do
No.
anything. They don't want to do it.
Would you please take your coffee?
Oh,
Yeah. Thanks, Don.
You asked for coffee.
Yeah, thank
Cream
you.
and sugar is here. You can't have a
My,
cup
you
of
know,
coffee?
my apartment is just like, I got wires hanging, I've everything going, and all he gives me is like,
not
he's
supposed to
working
There are
on.
lots of neighborhoods and places that are a lot
That
worse than
doesn't make it
what we
right.
got.
That
Oh,
doesn't make it
that's-
right, just because that's the way it is.
Well, the fact is, to fix up this building, according to what he says, he just doesn't have the money to do it.
What burns me is that the guy's living in the suburbs, and he's exploiting us. He's exploiting us, and we live in this slum, and he lives in the suburbs. And he's using our rents to live in the suburbs. That's what burns me.
Believe me, there are places lots worse than this one. Lots worse. You live in a nice place, you stay, and you don't complain so much all the
Well,
time.
this place could get a lot worse if we don't do something about it now.
Mr. Watson, what do you think about the tenant's charges that the building is in bad condition?
I don't think they understand my position. I've done quite a bit to the building. I'm continuing to do a lot to it. I can appreciate that they're anxious about their homes. I like them as individuals. I've met many of them. They're fine people. It's just that they aren't doing enough themselves to keep their own building up. The lights, for instance, in the hall, the people are taking them out and putting them in their apartments. The plumbing is being plugged up by gym shoes and diapers and everything like that. I was over there last week and I saw the kids lassoing the fence post in the back, the banister, and pulling it down. They're playing cowboys and Indians with the property.
Yeah.
We pay rent, and they should
For
fix up the
rats.
building. But we pay rent, and they should have the plumbing fixed. That's what we pay rent for.
Dad?
You go to the store, you buy groceries, you get your groceries. We pay rent to have the building kept up.
What about the rest of the tenants? Who's gonna talk to them? That's
We'll
what I
sign,
want.
we'll sign a petition, that's the way to do it, get a
They
petition.
listen to Bill.
And have Bill bring it in.
Just about everybody is willing to go along with us. And I think,
They won't.
But
They
what?
say they
They're
will,
not-
but they
they're
won't.
not
I'm
here.
moving.
Then where
I'm
are
getting
they?
out of here, but
Come on, John, don't run out on us. We need you.
We made an arrangement to move, but I'll stay for whatever you're going to do at least. But I've
give
been
us,
through 3 landlords.
give us a couple of weeks, John. I've been thinking about this, and I think if we get a list together and a couple of us go down there, not everybody going down, I think maybe he might listen to us.
Well, I'll listen.
Does
it, Joe?
I think we ought to do it.
Look, let me tell you. Over on Clifton Street, they formed a tenant union. And they withheld the rent, they had a rent strike, and they took the money and they put it in the building. Why don't we do that? That's what we gotta
That's
do.
the only way you can get anything to work,
That's
is
right.
if you all stick together.
We'll all get thrown out.
We should
They-
right in the street. No,
Right in the street.
They evicted a group. They evicted a group that turned around and did that.
They
Okay.
can't
Can't
evict,
get away
they can't
with
evict
it.
all of
Look,
us.
in 1900, the working man went on strike. He didn't have a right to go on strike.
Right.
It was against the law. And now the unions are real strong. When we were on strike, a couple of years ago, the machinists union, damn, we got some of those drills and we messed them up a little. And you know how fast the company came around to our terms? That's what we got to do to Watson.
Come on now, this is a nice building we're in now. You want to ruin
It's
things for us? I
not
got
a
3
nice
kids. I don't want to be
building.
kicked out of some place. And you have nothing to complain about. You look a lot of those places much worse than this one.
We got to protest. Let's have a demonstration like those students have in the colleges. When the colleges,
You're not the college kid no more.
You think of the American Revolution. What did they do in the American Revolution? They fought back and they won.
I think we ought
I'm
to
not
try
going
Bill's
either way. I'm
first.
just staying out of this whole thing.
Well, listen, why don't I talk to some more of the tenants tomorrow and get all the complaints down and go down and see Watson at the end of the week.
It's an idea.
No, I don't think it'll do any good, but I think we ought to try it.
I don't
Gotta
think
get all of it.
Still think
Gotta
we'd
get
all be
everybody.
better off just to stay out of the whole thing.
Well, let's give it a try and see what happens.
Yeah, but if that doesn't work, can we march?
Well, if this doesn't work, then, well, we'll see. I don't know.
Spend some money on our building.
Did you meet personally with Mr. Watson?
Yes, I did.
What did Mr. Watson say, or what did he do?
Well, he said he wouldn't listen to us as a group, but he would only talk to us individually.
Have you seen Mr. Watson today?
No, I haven't. No. They claim he's not in there, but I know he is.
Well, Mr. Sterling, have you ever been involved in picketing like this before?
No, this is the first time I've ever done anything like this. I've been around, I've been everywhere. I've been at building commissions, and nothing is being done.
Mr. Sterling, do you see any parallel between the dissension here and the picketing here and that's going on the college campuses and within the black community today?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Well, what do you plan to do if this protest here or this picketing here doesn't bring any action from the landlord?
I don't know. I don't know what we'll do next. I really don't.
Have you met with these protesters?
A few individuals have come in and talked to me. They're very nice people. I like them. We're friendly toward one another. It's just this agitator Joe has been upsetting everyone. He's got all the people riled up out there. They're not themselves.
Well, don't you know it's against the law to demonstrate around here? Well, Mr. Watson is very busy right now. Mr. Watson is with a customer right now. They can't talk to him. Well, we received a list from you people, and we sent workmen out there. They've done a little work over there. What did they do? Some work over there? They told me that they fixed the blaster over there. Oh, yes, I know. We want to talk to Watson. You're a lackey. Why don't you get out of here? We want to talk to Watson. I want to talk to Watson. Wait a minute now. Joe, wait a minute. I know you. You're a nice fellow. I like to talk. I want to talk to the spokesman for a minute.
I want to see Mr. Watson.
Well, let me explain one thing to you now. I think personally, I think I should talk to each individual tenant. Tell you, sir. I think that would be the best way to do it now. We want to talk to all of them. We want to talk to Watson. You got to talk to Watson. We want to talk to Watson now. You got to talk to him
Of course, it's not legal. It's a mob action. I sympathize with what they want, but they can't band together. I own this building.
Clear the sidewalk. Go home. Clear the sidewalk. Go home. Clear the sidewalk. It's all over. Go home. Everybody move out. Move out. Clear the sidewalk. Go and see Arrest Watson. We have a right to be here. He owns the place. It's his. You have to leave. We got a right to be here. We got a constitutional right. Clear. We got a right to be here. You're breaking the law. We're just demonstrating. We're demonstrating. You can't stay here and do this. I got a constitutional right to be here. I want to see Watson. I want to see Watson. I want to see Watson. Let go of me. Come on.
Now, we have channels for investigating this kind of grievance. I'm sure that the tenants honestly feel that things are wrong. But on the other hand, I'm sure that Mr. Watkins honestly feels that his rents do not permit him to make large repairs. The objective of the law is to be fair to both sides. But how can there be justice or fairness if one side or the other, either side, tries to take the law into its own hands?
How does it look up there, Jen?
No more. Any more?
Yeah, I got some.
I think it's going to be good for the family. The whole family's together, and I don't know.
Oh, you're lucky your brother-in-law found you a place to live.
Oh, you people, some people, I guess, gotta stay and make the fight. Guy's gotta watch out for himself.
I can't move every time. There's a little trouble. Well, neither can anybody else.
I don't know.
Sometimes you gotta stick together and stay with it.
If people ran out during the American Revolution, we would have never won the revolution if people ran off. They ran away. You gotta stay and fight.
Watson's not gonna do anything. I don't.
You can't let Watson chase you out of here, John.
It's
We
over
really
now.
hate to see you go, John.
I don't know.
Well, I have a friend who's a lawyer, and if you guys get yourself together,
Yeah?
well, I'll bring him over, Mr. Stone, and he might be able to help you.
A lot of good that'll do.
That's a good idea. I think if we did talk to a lawyer, something that could come of it. We can find out what our rights are, where we stand on this. Huh? I guess you all know Reverend Barlow here.
Yeah.
Well, I've got him down here tonight, and he's brought someone along that I'd like you to meet, Reverend Barlow.
I came down here because I knew you people were having trouble, and I brought Mr. Stone here. Now, Mr. Stone's a lawyer, and ask him questions. He'll help you.
Have you contacted the building department?
Yes, we have. An inspector came by 3 weeks ago, and nothing has happened.
Does the landlord know about your grievances?
He's known about it for a year, if not more.
He sends his lackey out, Parker, to talk to us. He knows what our grievances are. We've told him about the plumbing. We told him about the plaster, the railing. He knows.
Has he done anything about that?
No, he hasn't done anything. Nothing. He hasn't done a thing.
Well, has he just refused, or has he said he'd do them, but he's not
Oh,
really doing
he's
them very
made
quickly
all
enough?
kinds of promises. Definitely, he's made all kinds of promises.
Look, we had a demonstration, and the only thing that happened is I got arrested.
Joe got arrested.
And now the landlord has threatened to evict Joe here because he got arrested.
I'm not going to leave this building. I got a right to stay here. I pay my rent. I'm a good
If they evict
tenant.
one, they'll evict another, and I can't afford to be evicted.
Will he meet with you as a group? Will he listen to
He won't
you?
meet with us as a group. Wants us
He won't
in
deal
there
with us,
separately.
Period. He won't deal with us.
Well, let me explain that, as I said, I asked you if the building department had been contacted. They're supposed to do something about this, but frequently they're slow, and frequently they take months to do anything. Sometimes they don't do anything even after months.
We don't have to live like this.
We can try a suit on behalf of the tenants, but I don't know whether it's going to work.
I'm not going to leave this building. I'm not going to move.
Not only that,
I went out and demonstrated. I got arrested. I'm not going to leave this building. I say we go on a rent strike. We withhold our rent. We refuse to move.
Wind up in the street. Apartments aren't easy to get. I've got 5 kids. I mean, what we've got here is better than the street.
Fine, you can't look at it that way.
Not much better.
Of course, so
Better
if
than the street.
we
You're
all
right.
get together, we can change it.
Well, I think I should explain that you are vulnerable. If you withhold your rents, he can evict you individually or as a group.
What else is there to do?
That's right.